Hello everyone. So today I want to do a video on what to do when life gives you shit. So when life turns to shit, all you gotta do is believe in yourself. All you gotta do is believe in yourself and just know that they're wrong. Know that other people are wrong, because guess why? Other people's opinions, or whatever you want to call it, other people's hatefulness has nothing to do with you. Because guess what? Sometimes when people give you hateful things, it's not their opinion. It's just because they hate you. That's just how they feel inside. So how they feel inside, that's reflecting how they feel inside. So when someone says, "Oh, you're ugly," well, guess what? That's how they feel. They feel angry. They feel angry at you. And guess why? Life is all about feelings. It's all about how you feel. And when you look at someone with hate and you go, "Yeah, I'm in a bad mood. I'm so angry." And then you go, "Yeah, you're fucking ugly." Like that kind of thing. That is why people make hate comments. And when I was like 13, I've made hate comments before on people's videos, and it was only because I was angry. It wasn't because of them. It was because I was already angry. And it wasn't because of them at all. And, I never do that anymore. I was like 13. Come on now. When I was 13-year-olds do stupid things. And I'm going to tell you what. When you're 13 and you make a hate comment, you just got to learn from your mistakes, because people are going to hate you by saying those hateful things, because guess what? Hate doesn't bring any good, especially when it's for no reason. When someone gives you hate, for example, if someone in a grocery store comes up to you and goes, "Wow, you're a fucking faggot," or "Wow, you're fucking ugly," I have every right to get fucking angry. I'm gonna get angry, because guess what? You shouldn't be saying that to somebody. And guess what? Karma will bite you in the ass, because guess fucking what? When you do that to somebody, they're going to make you even more angry, because guess why? Most of the time when you do that to somebody, they're going to get angry because they don't want to be treated like that. And they think it's like this. In school, they said, treat others how you want to be treated. And if that's how you want to be treated, well, guess what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to treat you how you treat me. That kind of thing. And I know I've tried to stay positive, but I also have anger issues, like I said in my other videos. And when you have anger issues, when someone makes you angry, you just want to get angry back. Like if someone's giving you shit and slapping shit all over you, you're like, yeah, I'm going to get angry. Sometimes I won't show it, but I'll definitely feel it, Sometimes I won't say anything. And that's when God is on your side, apparently. Because when stuff like that happens, it's just like this. People have issues. They have problems. And they're just bringing to their own life more problems by being that way. So let them. Okay? Let them bring more problems their direction. But it's also like this. You have to realize that a lot of haters or whatever, they can't handle hate back a lot of the time. Or a lot of the time they just get so angry they want to kill somebody or themselves. And they can go ahead and do that. Because guess what? They'll get their repercussions. And that's why life is good. Because when you do this, it teaches you a lesson. Okay? That's what it is. Life is all about lessons. And when you treat people in this certain specific way and they treat you the same way, that in itself is a lesson. It's like, did I like what happened to me? Did I like what they said to me? No. And maybe for next time, I won't be saying anything back, because guess fucking what? I didn't like what they had to say, and I didn't like how I felt, and I don't want to experience that again. So guess what? That's how it can be. But sometimes it can also be like this. You tell someone that said, oh, you're a bitch or you're a faggot, you should kill yourself. And then you tell them the same thing and then they cry about it. Well, if you like the way that felt, you go ahead and do it again. Because guess fucking what? The people that say that to you, like, what the fuck? You're just bringing yourself more problems. Why would you want to do that? Like, if you're already going through enough shit, why would you want to bring more problems into your life? Are you absolutely insane? I don't know. But sometimes there's these imbeciles on the internet that think, oh, well, the internet is for sharing opinions, you know? But then again, they're the same people that don't share opinions in real life. They don't even talk in real life. They don't even have thoughts because they have no brain. And I'm going to tell you what, those Neanderthals don't matter. Okay? Those Neanderthals that don't have a brain and don't care about other people, they're not even here. They don't even exist because guess fucking what? Without you to perceive them, without you, they do not exist. Okay? So existence in itself is like a duality. Without one, you cannot have the other. So without me, there cannot be you. Okay? And without you to perceive me, there wouldn't be a me. Because guess what, bitch? Nothing would exist. If I wasn't here perceiving, nothing would exist. Because guess what? There wouldn't be something to be watching the existence happen. And it's like this. Those people, after they're out of your vicinity, they literally no longer exist. So you have to keep that in mind. They only exist in this moment. And it's kind of like this. I only exist in this moment, and that's okay. I can no longer perceive you, so who the fuck is to say you still exist? You can say you still exist, but do you really? That's the question, because I don't know. I can only see from my perspective. And if from my perspective you're not there and you're not there for me to perceive you, how am I to know you even exist anymore? You know? Maybe you're just like an evil spirit who wants to come ruin my day, because guess what? Life is energy, and energy is like a dream, okay? And it's like this. When that stuff happens, I just think of it like a DMT trip. And then you know how you see those DMT clowns or whatever? Or those DMT weird creatures that people always seem to see. I've never saw that on DMT. I did DMT in Hawaii once. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm never going to do that again probably. But if I do, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I haven't done it in like a year. But I haven't done drugs in a year since that moment. But I'm going to tell you what, those drugs, the effects are already there, like when you imagine it. And the imagination is more powerful than the drugs' effects anyways. So, anyway, what I'm talking about is those haters. Those haters, when they're out of your vicinity, it's like they don't even exist. Just say, nope, you don't exist anymore. I'm the queen of this reality, bitch. I'm the queen of reality in my head because I'm here to perceive. And guess what, bitch? If you're not in my vicinity, you no longer exist to me. You can go ahead and say you exist, but I'm going to go ahead and say you don't, because guess what, bitch? You're not here. You're not here at all. Like, you're really not. You're not in my vicinity. Therefore, without me to perceive you, how do I know you exist? Okay? I have to perceive something for it to truly be in existence. So, like when people say, oh, I want to manifest $1 million. And you say, I already have it. Well, without you perceiving it, it doesn't really exist now, does it? No, it doesn't. And I'm going to tell you that fucking much. You can say and use your imagination all you want, but like without it being in your vicinity or in your thoughts or in some form of video or anything. All that exists is here and now, really. You know? We're on a floating rock in outer space. Literally. And the fact that that even exists is absolutely insane. Okay, so what I'm saying is that I don't want you to exist if you're a hater. And I'm just not going to perceive you anymore. And that's really what the fucking effect of this video is. If you're a hater, you don't exist because I'm going to talk shit to you and then I won't perceive you anymore because guess what? I don't care about you. I don't care about anything you have to say because guess fucking what, bitch? You're just a fluke in the universe that came in my life for a second and now you're gone. And guess fucking what? You don't exist no more, bitch. You don't exist to me. You know? Like, we saw, videos of science in science class. But it's like, after you forget about those things, they kind of just don't exist to you anymore. Isn't that right? It's just like, well, algebra barely even exists to me anymore because I don't even think about it. That kind of thing. And it's not in my general vicinity, so you kind of just forget it exists. And it's like it doesn't because it's not there. That kind of thing, It's just weird. So, that's really it. And I don't care if people say, "Oh, you're being negative." No. What I'm doing is I'm telling you that those people are angry. The haters are angry. And they just hate you. That's why they're called haters. Okay? Haters are like a negative energy form. And guess what? With a negative energy form, they're going to want to turn you into a negative energy form because guess what? That's what they like. That's what they want to be. They want to be the negative energy. Well, guess what, bitch? You don't exist to me. That's right. You don't exist to me. So why the fuck am I taking in any of your energy? Because you're not here. After we're done with whatever we're doing, you don't exist. And that's the facts. Yeah. So, I'm not attacking anyone except for the people who hate me. Because why? Do you know me? You're not in my reality. Yeah, you're not in my reality. And guess what? I don't care. And the moment that I forget about you is the moment you don't exist, literally. Yeah. So, yeah. It's like God is getting rid of your existence after I just forget about you. I don't know. Maybe that is what it is. I don't know. I just kind of think like after you stop thinking about something and after you stop perceiving it, because thinking is perceiving. Feeling is also perceiving. When you constantly think about something, it's perceiving it. So when you stop perceiving it in every form, you stop thinking about it, you stop feeling it, you stop thinking about what happened. It's just, it doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist anymore. Unless you start thinking about it, then it's in your general existence, in your vicinity. That kind of makes me think for a minute. It's like, if that's the case, like, does that mean that when we manifest, like, we have to have it in our existence, in our brain and our feelings? Because, like, if it's in our brain and our feelings, it's in our general existence, just as the haters, So, like, if I want, like, my soulmate, because that's what I want. I want my soulmate. Would I have to, like, constantly have it in my existence, in my feelings, and in my thoughts? Maybe I should just, like, start thinking about it more. Because that's what happened last time when I manifested somebody. I was thinking about it all the time. And I told myself, yeah, that's it. And then it was true. It happened, So I'm just thinking to myself, does it have to be I guess if you're thinking about it, it already exists because it's already in your reality, right? Because you're perceiving it through your brain and your thoughts, right? Like you're perceiving your manifestation already, which means it's already real because you're already thinking about it and it's already in your brain. Therefore, you're already perceiving it. Therefore, if you can perceive it, then it's real. Something like that. So, sorry, I'm just literally recording myself, like talking to myself, because this is literally how I be talking to myself. Like, in my room, like, I'll literally be, like, having these, like, such weird metaphysical conversations with myself. And it's just like, this is literally it. This is how philosophers used to do it. They used to talk to themselves. And they used to give themselves the answer because, guess what? They were the speaker and the listener. And they would just kind of put two and two together. That's how they do it. That's how I've been doing it. That's how I know. So, okay, so we're going to figure this out. Maybe we should just talk to ourselves the whole damn time. Because literally, guys, I know talking to yourself is like super weird, but it's not. It's not weird. Like, I really think that for me, it's just so normal. And like literally when you talk to yourself in the camera, it's like talking to yourself, but recording it. Like, that's literally what you're doing. And you're using your imagination. And if you use your imagination, doesn't that mean you're bringing something into your general vicinity and your general reality? Because, like, if I think, oh, I'm going to record videos for millions and millions of people, and then later it does happen, maybe it was because you imagined it and you started, like, thinking about it and like focusing on it, and then like it just kind of ended up happening because it was already in your reality because you were perceiving it in your thoughts and in your head. Does that make sense? I don't know. But literally, like, okay, so if I'm literally talking to myself and like a lot of the time, like my body will like give me an answer, like like I know that's super weird, but like I feel like my bone creak, and I'm like, oh, that's a sign. It's a sign that what I just said was right. Stuff like that. And I know it's so weird, but like that's how it was. Like a few years ago. I don't do that anymore, but like a few years ago, that's how it was. Oh my god. Okay, so literally. So literally. I'm figuring something out. I just don't know what it is. So if I think about it, it's in my general reality already, which means that if I keep doing it, it'll keep focusing on that reality, which means that it will literally start being my reality. Maybe it's like a dream, and like when you, like before you go to bed, you have a bunch of thoughts in your head, and like the thoughts, like what you're focusing on, you kind of have a dream about. So like I've went to bed thinking about like certain people, and then I ended up having a dream about them. Maybe that's kind of like the same thing, because a dream, I think, is like practicing manifestation in a way, because like you have to focus on your thoughts and visualization as you sleep. That's literally what it is. It's thoughts and visualization and feelings, and that's why it feels real. But like it doesn't matter. Like it literally, what the flying fuck? Like we don't even know it's not real. Isn't that so weird? What if life is literally a dream and we just don't know, but we're living as God, but like we're in a dream as God, but like we have to like focus to, oh my god, bro, we gotta focus to like bring something into reality with like God magic. I don't know. Like, is that what it is? Because like literally I've done that before. Like I've focused on stuff and then it started happening. That's like God magic. It's like a dream, bruh. It's like literally you're imagining something and then like it starts happening. But like that, I mean, it makes sense. Hold on. So like if I imagine something and like I keep focusing on it does that mean it's gonna be real? But, like, what if I don't know what I want to focus on? Like, because even at work, when I focus on something, like, it seems to, like, become more real. Like, that's kind of how it was, like, when I used to work at Wendy's. I used to focus on, like, my thoughts matching up with my environment, and then, like, I started thinking about stuff, and then my coworkers would start to say things that, like, had stuff to do with my thoughts, and I was just like, is it because I'm focusing on that, or is it because something else? I don't know. But that was just really weird. I remember that because I was very quiet, and I think that's why I noticed it, is because I wasn't speaking. So I think you notice things that other people don't notice when you're quiet. Like, your thoughts match up with your environment more. Because, like, as you're living your life, you don't think as much. Like, if you're, like, constantly talking, like, you don't have as many thoughts as someone who's quiet. Like, they're not as loud. So, like, you notice things that other people don't notice. I don't know. I had, like, an existential crisis a while ago. Like, that was, like, when I was 18. I'm 23 now. Like, even now, I'm still having a crisis. I just don't know what I'm doing with my life. And as much as I don't know what I'm doing with my life, I really feel as if my life is just a dream. And, like, I have to realize that if life is a dream, you can't control it. You know? You can try to manifest it, but, like, even in a dream, when you manifest in a dream, you have to have thoughts. And you have to keep those thoughts going in the dream in order to keep the dream going. Does that make sense? Because you know how you have a dream and then all of a sudden the dream stops and then goes to another dream? Kind of like that. Except, you know, you're changing your thoughts. So, like, say, oh, I'm so in love, blah, 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 and then you stop having those thoughts, and then all of a sudden you break up, and it's like the dream ends, and then you go to a different dream. That kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, when the dream is in your head, like, say you're asleep and you're dreaming, you have repetitive, like, thoughts about what's going on around you. And you're focusing on what's going on around you. So you just have these thoughts. And let's say we're thinking about making out with this guy at work. And then all of a sudden, your thoughts change. And then all of a sudden, you go to hell. And then you're in Satan land. Like, I don't know. It's all about your thoughts, right? Even in a dream. Maybe it's all about thoughts and reality, too. Because what if what we call reality isn't even real? Like, what if it's a dream too? It's just God's dreaming. Like, God is dreaming. But that also means that we're going to have, like, because when we go to sleep, we can never really control what we dream about. Like, it's just thoughts and feelings, and we're seeing it. And maybe, I mean, and actions too, because we do actions in our dreams. We're just more brave in our dreams. Sometimes. Not all the time. But sometimes we're more brave because, I don't know why. Actually. I don't know why. Because we're still in a body in our dreams most of the time. You know? And we still have a consciousness and we still have feelings. So, you know, the fact that we're more brave in our dreams isn't always exactly true, because sometimes we're afraid in our dreams. You know? And maybe what we're dreaming, I mean, it's probably a reflection of your reality now. Sorta. But, like, sometimes I just have really weird off-the-wall dreams. But that's when I think I'm doing something good. Is when I have really weird off-the-wall dreams. Like, dreams that I've never had before. like just really cool dreams that feels like a video game. Those kind of dreams are really cool. Like I had one of those this morning. Like it felt like a video game. And I gotta think, what was I doing yesterday? I went jogging. That's something I did new. And I don't think I made a YouTube video yesterday, but I definitely had an interesting dream. So maybe our dreams are like, they're like a pattern. Like what we're doing in our lives is like a pattern of thinking and feeling. So like when we change the pattern in our lives, perhaps maybe we change the way we feel during our sleep, which like helps us visualize what our lives are going to be like in the future because of the feelings that we feel in our dreams or in our reality already. Because in our reality, in our dreams, we have feelings, and in our reality, we have feelings and thoughts. So it's like our dreams are our reality already. So like if we're having really good dreams, that's a good sign that we're in a good reality. But if we're having bad dreams, it's a bad sign that we're doing something wrong and in a bad reality. Because I don't know, like it makes sense. I mean, completely, but it's also like there's more to it than that. Like we can't control them still. Even if we can control our feelings and we can control our thoughts, we still can't completely control our dreams, because our dreams are imagination unleashed. It's all imagination unleashed, and God's energy is imagination in itself. So God has a bunch of different kinds of energy, and God will unleash all of its artistic glory onto our feelings and our dreams, and it's just really interesting. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just literally thinking to myself, and you know, a lot of the time I think to myself, and then I discover things. Like that's how I discovered all of this stuff that I know about manifesting now, is because I've always talked to myself, and I've always, even as I talk to myself, I'll correct things that are wrong later because I figured something out by talking to myself. And even as I'm saying these things now, there could be a time in the future where I go, yeah, I disagree with what I said because I found out the actual answer. You know, because sometimes you have to give yourself the answer. You know? I don't know. But yeah, I think there's been a lot of times in my life where I've just like given myself my own answer that I was seeking. It's like, I don't know. Like, I ask myself a question like, what am I doing with my life? And then like I kind of just like start talking to myself, and then I like figure something out, and I'm like, wow, how did I do that? I don't know. Maybe talking to yourself is like talking to God. Is that what I'm doing? What if I am talking to God when I'm talking to myself? Is that weird? Like talking to myself and then I'm like talking to God at the same time, because God is you, and like you're like God's dream, and like God's talking to itself through you, and then it's like giving itself its own answers. I don't know. Flying fuck. I'm literally just thinking. Metaphysical. You ever just see like an image in the window and then it looks like a dragon or something, but you know it's not a dragon, but you still see the dragon anyway? That's it. That's God. God is imagination. You know it's not a dragon, but it sure looks like a dragon. You know? I know, not logically, that's not a dragon, but my imagination says it's a dragon. You know? It looks like a dragon. I'm looking through my window, and I'm looking at the shingles on this roof through the window, and it's like morphed into the face of a dragon. Why does this happen? Dragons don't exist. And yet my brain still sees a dragon. Flying fuck? I don't know, there's so many unanswered questions in the world. And it's not because of familiarity with what you've already seen, because when I was little, I used to see things and objects, things I've never seen before. You know, I've seen creatures I've never seen before in these weird images. Like, I've seen creatures, and it's just imagination, but it's like, imagination is so powerful, it can create a creature I've never seen before. Because it's not about your brain recognizing patterns, it's about imagination, like, it's about God, you know? Like, maybe, what if that is a dragon, bruh? Like, what if that is a dragon? And I just am not in the right reality. And, like, the window is, like, a parallel reality. And, like, it's, like, morphed into a dragon because in that reality, it's a dragon. In the reality of the window. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared. Hopefully it's not a dragon. I mean, he's kind of pretty. He's beautiful. He's a beautiful dragon. No, he's smiling. He's a smiling dragon. I'm sorry, that's a good question. Like, I don't understand that. I really don't. How come I look in the window at a shingle and it looks like a dragon? The flying fuck? I need the scientific answer to this. Why did it look like a dragon? I don't know. A dragon of all things, it couldn't be something else? I don't know. It couldn't be a baby or something? I don't know. What the fuck? I don't know. But anyway, I'm literally just talking. I don't know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like someone might want to watch this video because, like, I have some really weird things that go on in my head. And, like, literally, I just think they're very interesting. I think I'm very interesting and weird. I'm definitely very weird, but interesting. You know? So, yeah. So, if a reality... Is there only one reality? Or are there multiple? Because I'm asking this question. Because we can only perceive one reality. And that's our own. Doesn't that mean that everything that is reality is within me? Me being God as this reality, experiencing this reality. Because I'm the only one here, you know? I'm the only one here in my brain perceiving through these eyes. And I have absolutely no complete, solid, concrete proof that other people have perception, because I myself can only perceive from one perception, like one set of eyes. Therefore, I cannot go into someone else's body to go, yeah, I perceive. I don't know if they perceive. Sure, it sounds like they do, but I don't know. That's just something I thought about. But I don't like thinking like that because that kind of flows into solipsism, and that made me feel really solipsism. Sorry, I forgot there's an I in there. Solipsism is when you believe you're like the only living thing in existence. And that is a really sad thing because I used to be like that. And it made me very depressed. So I don't like thinking like that. But then again, I did think like that. And like literally the magic started to happen. So like I was thinking that I was like multiple people inside my head, and I was thinking that they were thinking all these things about me and that they were going to say all these things. And then lo and behold, later, what I thought they would say to me, they said exactly the same words I thought they would say, because I pretended I was them in my head. And I was like, yeah, I think they think this about me and they're going to say this. And then guess fucking what? They did. Does that mean I am them? in my own head, but that means I'm not alone. That means we're together in my body. I don't know. But maybe I should cut this video short because I've had an interesting talk with myself, and I think I recorded it, and I think it's fine. I still don't know why I see a dragon instead of window shingles. But everyone have a good day, and I hope I confused you. And I hope I made you question life, because now I'm questioning it more again, because I used to question life every day. Even now I still do. But I used to question it on a metaphysical level, and I used to make up all these possibilities, and I think they're all real. I think it all comes down to imagination. I think all possibilities all come down to imagination, and the dominant imagination is the dominant reality. So like, is that why when I was thinking about the devil that one day, I manifested that moth that had the upside down cross? Because during that time, I was concentrating on the devil. And like, I ended up manifesting within 10 minutes a moth with an upside down cross. It's because my dominant imagination was my dominant reality. That kind of makes sense. So like, whatever you're dominantly imagining is your dominant... What the flying fuck? Guys, so literally, when I'm thinking every day, my life is so boring. I'm thinking every day, people at work are so annoying. People at work don't like me. I don't have any friends. That's my dominant reality, because that's what I imagine. The flying fuck? I'm figuring out something. I'm not joking. I'm literally figuring out something. Holy fuck. Okay, so if I sit here and go, my life, maybe I should start thinking, like, my life is full of fun. My life makes me happy. My life is full of events that make me happy. And I think I have to start doing more things that make me happy in order to get that stuff. So eating food makes me happy. But I want to eat healthy food, so that's what I'm going to do. Because I want to eat healthy. And I've been doing that. Today I ate salad. And that's all I ate. I ate salad with, I ate apples. I ate 2 apples. Well, I ate salad and meat and cheese. A lot of meat and cheese, but it was salad. Spinach, spring mix salad, and I put sauce on it. It was delicious, but that's all I ate, and the apples. Oh yeah, and I had some milk and coffee. It was just milk and espresso and sugar-free stuff. But yeah, so that kind of makes sense that my imagination, my dominant imagination, because if I look at past events that have happened to me, like if you look at my scary manifestation videos that I made, okay, there's this event in which I was listening to Ghostmane, and I got scared of Ghostmane because I was like, okay, he's talking about death, he's talking about the devil, he's talking about Satan and killing people, and I was like, oh my god, is this the devil talking to me? And then I started thinking the devil was talking to me. And then I started thinking the devil was real. And I was just walking around town this whole time, okay? And literally, not within 10 fucking minutes, I was afraid this whole time. I was thinking about the devil this whole time. My dominant imagination, made it real. Because my thoughts turned the moth into reality, because the moth was there to signify, hey, this is a sign. This is in your reality now. Because your dominant imagination is your dominant reality. That kind of makes sense, because if I keep thinking my life is boring and I don't have any friends, well, maybe that's not my dominant reality, because that's my dominant imagination. Does that make sense? It makes sense. It makes sense. I think I need to do more things that make me happy. And I think I need to keep doing what I'm doing, because I think dreams have a lot to do with what's going on in your reality. And I had an interesting dream, so I think I need to go for a jog again, because I've been doing that to like stay in shape, because like my lungs, like I have asthma, I'm pretty sure, because I got I was diagnosed with something weird. I don't know what it was called, but I don't know. Every time I like do something, I start wheezing as shit. And like running really helps that. It's not because I'm out of shape. I've been working out for like 3 years, but yeah. No, I've always wheezed. It won't stop. And it's not because I'm fat either, because it happened when I was little and skinny. So even when I was little, people asked if I had asthma because they would hear me wheezing. And I was a skinny kid. I wasn't fat. They would ask, they'd be like, "Are you okay? Do you have asthma?" I was like, "No." I didn't know what that was. So, yeah, my dominant thoughts are my dominant reality. I need to start thinking about hot people. And I need to start thinking about hotties. Manifesting hotties, you must have sexy thoughts about hotties wanting you. I already know hotties want me. But anyway, why wouldn't they? But yeah. So, that's it. Yeah. I think I figured out something. I think I did that without meaning to. Because like I said, sometimes you give yourself the answer. Sometimes you give yourself the answer. And it's just so crazy because I didn't have the answer before I gave it to myself. My dominant imagination is my dominant reality. Interesting. I need to start imagining that my life is so fun and I love myself so much and I want to have so much fun. Everyone have a good day and have so much fun every day, because that's what you need to do. Just imagine. Just use your imagination, guys. I think that's literally the key here. Like, that's what Albert Einstein said. He said that imagination is more important than what you already know. And I know that that's true, because literally my imagination has given me things that any knowledge couldn't, other than like the knowledge of imagination. I don't know. So everyone have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.